Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This evening I'll be speaking about propaganda and the history of technology. 63% of the population of the earth uses social media, according to Statistica.com. That is a huge number. As the population is growing, as the world is growing, we're growing more connected through technologies such as social media services and the internet. Now we can talk with each other despite long distances, and we have free marketing and distance-free interactions and all those good things. But with this benefit comes a huge responsibility, because some people can abuse this privilege and can use technology such as social media and the internet to spread harmful messages or manipulate their audiences. This is known as propaganda. So, propaganda is when an organization or an individual manipulates their audiences through tools such as social media, the internet, sometimes books, movies. All of those contain propaganda. They make you think a certain way. Now, that doesn't mean propaganda is bad. Sometimes propaganda can be good. It depends on the perspective that it leaves the user with. Personally, I don't use much social media to doom scroll or watch videos and those kind of things. Social media helps me in other ways. I use social media platforms to communicate with my family. I live here in Uganda, but my family lives 9,000 kilometers away in Tajikistan. How do I talk to them? Well, social media platforms make it easy. Now I can see their faces, I can see pictures, I can hear their voices, and it's so nice to be able to talk to them. Yeah, I use it almost every day. It's very meaningful to me. That's why it is important that we don't abuse this privilege that we have living in this era. To understand how we got here, it is important to learn the history of how propaganda was spread before technologies such as social media and the internet emerged. One of the primary time periods where propaganda was spread the most was World War II. During that time, two major nations were spreading propaganda to their citizens. One of them was the United States. The United States had many campaign posters inviting ordinary people like you to come and join the US Army and fight for the country. It was a very powerful message that an ordinary person can fight for the nation, and it was filled everywhere. Another nation that used propaganda even more excessively than the United States was Nazi Germany. In those times, Nazi Germany had control over everything, including radio, they didn't have social media. I meant televisions, and including the education system of children. So children went to school, and the education system was controlled by the Nazis, so that the children could grow up with a positive view on them and could become more patriotic for their country. That's the extent that they controlled the country at that time. Another critical era for technology and propaganda was the 20th century. At that time, there was a key invention known as the television. Propaganda was spread through ad rolls that were on the television between movies or episodes. Now, obviously, people didn't communicate through the television. They communicated through letters and phone calls. But the government used the television to spread their propaganda. Not the government, the organizations used those technologies to promote their brands and make advertisements. So I have a critical example of this. One day, one child was watching television and he came across an advertisement about dog food. And after watching the advertisement, he went to his mom and he begged her to buy the dog food. But the thing is, their family didn't even own a dog. And it was weird, but that's how powerful propaganda can be and advertising can be. But today, everything has changed. Now we have social media, we have the internet, communication is faster, easier, more profitable, all of those things. And the way companies start promoting their businesses have changed quite a lot. There are three key ways and three key reasons why corporations and individuals spread propaganda through social media and the internet. The first key way is they spread it because of the getting more views. In the social media world, if you get more views, get more attention, get more likes, you get more money. That's how it works. And people just want to post something that will attract everyone's attention so that they can get more views, more likes, and more money. They post things which are controversial. They post things which are not true, exaggerated, and it gets them more people to come to see their post or watch their video, and they can make more money. An example of this is when a search engine, it was posted that they were shutting down the email service. And it was so viral that it went on BBC News at that time. And they said, no, we're not shutting down our email services, calm down. And the post was now being, the platform that it was posted on is now being monitored. And they're checking if it's true or false and those kind of things, which is a good thing. The second reason why people and organizations spread propaganda using social media is for marketing purposes. Now, marketing in social media is very profitable. It's very easy, it's very cheap, and it's accessible, and it reaches a wider audience, a very wide audience. So some soda brands use social media to spread their advertising. For example, they have Twitter pages, and they have channels on social media platforms, and they use them to promote their advertisements and get many views, and they often post on other people's posts, they comment so that other people can come to their channel and get their advertising. That's a very nice strategy, and it gets them a lot of money because it's easy. The final reason why people spread propaganda and lies on social media is because they just want to spread hatred, and they're just racist. And they have certain views on prejudiced people. One of the main examples is when a British man, unfortunately last year, murdered 3 young girls. And one person in social media wrote that the murderer was a Muslim. As a Muslim myself, I continued investigating and found out that it was just a lie. The culprit was not Muslim. But people in the UK started raiding many mosques because they were angry, but it was a false post. That's how powerful lies and propaganda can be. They just want to post something controversial or very exaggerated to attract people and get more views and spread their hatred. And it's very sad. But luckily, social media platforms have started to monitor and check for false information. And hopefully now you are more aware that not everything in the internet has to be truthful or honest, and that people can use those technologies to manipulate your opinion. And I just want to end off by saying it is not technology or social media or propaganda that's bad. The sword is not evil. It's the person who wields the sword, who makes the decisions, can be good or evil. I hope that now you use social media to spread positive messages and truthful messages, and you start avoiding bad messages and lies on social media, because then we can make a brighter future for our next generations. Thank you.